on today's 5-minute sales training.
Can you keep a secret?
The Jeff Shore super secret power close of all time. Stick around. All right, folks, here it is. The Jeff Shore super secret power close of all time. You're working with the prospect and you know it's time to ask for the sale. It's time to put on your boldness cap and get ready to dazzle. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to look that customer in the eye and you're going to say, what's it going to take to get you to buy a home from me today? See that? Now, I want to point out to you what I just did there because it's really an advanced technique. One particular thing, I don't know if you noticed it, but it's called the 2-finger palm down point, okay? Notice how I take 2 fingers and slide into the statement. That's 2 fingers palm down point. Some rookies try and use the single finger point. It doesn't work. Trust me, I'm a professional. So you ask the question, at that point you simply shut up because, as we all know, the next person who talks loses.
Your move.
Okay, so maybe that particular close is not your speed, but today on the 5-minute sales training, I'm going to share with you 3 closing habits that you really do need to stop. These are, in some ways, equally bad techniques, but before we get started, I want to encourage you to use this as a checkup and be honest. All change begins by telling the truth. What are you doing when it comes to the closing approach that you really should not be doing? So here we go. Bad closing technique number 1, verbal tics. When it comes to the close, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of confidence. You need to be confident and your customer needs you to be confident. But verbal tics, those ums and uhs and pauses, they indicate a lack of confidence. Those uhs and ums tell your customer that even you are not sure it's a good idea for them to buy. It might sound something like this. So, hey, I don't know if you're loving this house, but I think it might be a good idea for you to move forward with a purchase. Now, I know I overplayed that, but can you just feel the lack of confidence? Because your buyers certainly can. Now, the second bad closing habit that needs to be addressed, closes that aren't really closes. We think we're asking a closing question, but our customers are not entirely sure. When asking for the sale, the request must be definitive. There must be no gray area left in the customer's mind. They know when they say yes, they just purchased a home. So I'm talking about questions like, so what do you think? Or do you have any questions? Or even, would you like to put this on hold? Again, make sure that the closing question is definitive in the buyer's mind. The simpler, the better. And finally, the third closing habit that has to stop, lacking emotion when asking for the sale.
I'm ecstatic.
This should be a happy moment. The customers are about to make one of the biggest decisions of their entire lifetime. But if you're not emotionally engaged in this process, don't expect them to be. That's why I like the summary close so much. I summarize everything that's right with this decision in a crescendo of emotion. I don't have to get sappy or syrupy, but I need to be upbeat and make this an enjoyable moment. Here's my suggestion. Float these concepts at your next sales meeting. Talk about the 3 bad closing habits and ask people on your team to weigh in. And what are some other bad closing habits that really need to change? I'd love to read them in the comments section below this video. Get the close right and you can change your customer's world. Until next time, learn more to earn more.